We'll go for the summer. When I'm like, boy, got your body on my mind. You make my heart beat faster. I'll be a sweet disaster. Deep in my palm, I want your love, love, love. Take off your clothes, clothes, clothes. I want your love, love, love. You drink my rose, rose, rose. I want your love.
Hello Sagittarius, this is Inspired 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of October 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of September. So let's see what is in store for you for next month. So the first card for you presenting the present positions of your spread, you have the Six of Clubs. So this Six of Clubs indicates that you probably will receive some great news with regards to your career life. It can be like some of your projects may finally succeeded and you finally be able to achieve what you want, and you probably also will have a lot of success of the project that you are doing, or it can also be something along those lines. Other than that, it can also be for some of you who are applying for a new job, for instance. Then don't be surprised that you may be able to finally land a new jobs because you will be able to succeed during the month of October. So let's see the next card that you have representing the influence cards or the bridge cards toward the middle of the month. You have the Two of Diamonds. So this Two of Diamonds actually carry on the vibes from the beginning of the month. Towards the middle of the month you will have more things to do, so you may have to balance things out about your like your work life and also your personal life. You may have to like have a lot of things to do in your work environments, and therefore you may have to like start managing your times together with your kids or your families, and also your friends, and also like the time when you have to finish those projects and fulfill those deadlines. So be aware of like don't take too many tasks that you may not be able to complete it. So just be practical, and if you have to say no, you just have to say it. You don't have to accept all the requests that comes to you. So the next card that you're presenting the past position of your spread, you have the Ten of Clubs. So yeah, it looks like that the busyness or the mundane tasks or things that you may have to do has already happened during like the month of September or even beforehand, and that can be something that you may have to indicate that like your life has been really hectic and it was really busy, and in the past you may have a lot of like unfulfillment of unfulfilled deadlines, or the tasks that are left undone. Therefore you are rushing into it and you want to complete and finish those unfinished deadlines or unfinished tasks that you have. So let's see the next card that you're representing the things that you learned from the past. You have the Eight of Diamonds. So these Eight of Diamonds actually signify the things that appears in your past. So therefore actually you learn a lot how to manage your time, how to be able to work diligently on the tasks that you have. So it doesn't have to be super significant here, but the thing is that you learn how to divide your time much like much more um, much more much better than the previous way of doing things. Like you finally be able to have like strict time management on this, and you diligently work on the tasks, and don't skip of like any disruptions that come during the fulfillment of the deadlines. And you may have like strict mind on those, how to like going back to the main task that you have to do after like the distraction that you have. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go of, you have the Jack of Club. So if this is something related to the like yourself or the people that are younger than you from the fire sign like yourself, so this can also be your kids or your nephews or your siblings and things like that that were like younger than you. So this can be somebody that you may have to leave behind, possibly because he or she can be like very disrupting, like quite disrupt your work in some way, and therefore you may have to make quite a like some distance with he or she, so that you will have your own time to finish all those deadlines. It can also be like if you have to travel, for instance, then you may have to leave your families. It can also be the case here. But the thing is that this person can be quite a help before, but now you just have to try to let go before, so that you can have a much like easier way of dealing with your work and your tasks on hand. So the next card you have representing the future cards toward the end of the month, you have the Five of Heart. So this Five of Heart indicates as well, it looks like they might have some disappointments in the end, by the end of the month, possibly because of some of the things that are not going well, possibly because of the busyness and the jugglings of those tasks that you have in the middle of the month. You may have to, yeah, not really like accepting the real reality here, because sometimes, you know, even if you have done your best, the end is just a matter of luck, because sometimes people are responded differently, or even like even if you finish your task, for instance, or your projects, then your boss may not like it, or even like the other people may not really 100% sure about the approach that you have done, or the result or the outcome that may appear, and that's something that is subjective, and that is really something that is hard to control. But I do believe that you have done your best, though. I don't see it as like escapisms, or something that you are trying to get away with the deadline or things like that. So, but yeah, you're still a bit disappointed about the results. This can also be applied if you are applying for a new job. Then, if you are getting a call for interview, then you are like preparing for those interviews, and then by the end of the month you have the results may not be a positive one. That can also be indicating here. So let's see what is the last card actually, to clarify the whole things. You have at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Spades. So there is a news related to what happens during the month of October. It looks like that whatever changes that you may have, like there is some kind of a news coming your way. I don't see it as a big changes though, even though this is an Ace of Spade card. It doesn't have to be, but it doesn't really feel at heart here that you will have some kind of a new things coming in in your way, but I do see that you will receive some news regarding your work and finances. This can be something that are related to like the arrangement that you have. For instance, if you apply for a mortgage or loans, that can be applied to this. So I do see it as it is, like you will get those news. It can also be like if you apply for a mortgage or loans, and they might be like partially accepted it or partially approve it. Therefore, you may not get full proof on the loan. Therefore, you are feeling a bit disappointed. And this kind of things can be, you just have to be grateful on the things that you have, so that you don't feel quite disappointed with the outcomes or the end results that you have. So I think that's overall a reading for you. It looks like that's quite interesting month for you. And if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed already, just click subscribe. And if you like to donate to our channel, you can just follow the link on the description below, and see you next month. Thank you.